Hey gang, what's going on? So the NLCS is set. The ALCS is going to be decided today. Currently the Tigers and Guardians are playing. So we're going to discuss all that and more in this video. But before I get into any of that, if you could hit that like, subscribe, and bell icon buttons, it'd be greatly appreciated. It's extremely helpful for the channel. Gives me great feedback on the content and what you guys think, as well as it's something I don't want you to miss, especially when news does break. We are also on the road to 600 subs, so I greatly appreciate everyone who has subbed to the channel and supported the channel. So let's get into this. So the NLCS was decided last night when the Dodgers knocked out the Padres with another shutout win. And then the Mets earlier in the week clinched a NLCS spot with a 4-1 win over the Phillies. The Yankees also punched their ticket to the ALCS. Now I want to talk a little bit about the Yankees and getting their ticket punched to the ALCS. The Yankees, who ended up having the best record in the American League, was said to be said by many fans and even beat writers that they were a fourth place team at best. A lot of fans were not happy with some of the moves that Brian Cashman made and wanted him gone. Now, with that being said, the Yankees ended up finishing with 94 wins this year and 68 losses, which was the best record in the American League. And they had a very, very good season. So it's not a matter of the moves that they made. It's a matter of what pieces worked. And those pieces that were made, or were brought in, I should say, did work. So I want to give a shout out to Brian Cashman for that and getting those pieces in, in here, as well as Aaron Boone for playing those pieces. Some of those pieces being Luke Weaver, John Birdie, guys like that who really contributed. So hats off to them. Congratulations to the Yankees on punching their ALCS ticket. And also congratulations to Garrett Cole for pitching a hell of a game 4. So the Yankees ended up punching their ticket in Kansas City against the Kansas City Royals, who was a very formidable opponent and a very, very tough team. So the Yankees get their ticket punched to the ALCS, and the Mets punch their ticket to the NLCS. So baseball in New York is still alive for this postseason. So I want to give a shout out to them. I also want to give a shout out to Ken and NFE of the Strike Zone and Jason of 161 River Ave. They really do great work over there. And I also want to give a shout out to Tats of Pinstripe Chronicles, because he and his team do great work over there too. So if you haven't subscribed to them, please do so. But they really put out good information. They give you the full story, and they really make you think a little bit about what actually is going on. But they're all very knowledgeable about what they are talking about, and it's really good for the conversation. So shout out to those guys as well. One thing I want to touch on in this is also the odds that were now put out for the World Series and who has the best odds to win the World Series. So there's an article that was put out, and I will post that in the description below. And it was about the Dodgers now being the favored team to win the World Series. So the odds look as such. The Dodgers are a plus 160, which means they have the best odds to win it. The Yankees are at a plus 175. The Mets are at a plus 400. The Guardians are at a plus 900. And the Tigers are at a plus 1100. I find this to be quite interesting and very much jumping the gun. And I say that because you can't determine odds by a team and what they do in one series. Because now let's say the Dodgers don't win the NLCS and the Mets do, and the Mets go to the World Series. Now all those people who are saying that the Dodgers were heavily favored do not look good. I think it's ridiculous that they do that. The NLCS hasn't even been played yet. The NLDS and the wild card rounds, as well as the ALDS, has been played, but not the NLCS or the ALCS. So you can't determine that. And it's also ridiculous to me that they're saying this because there's going to be a 1 in 4 chance for 4 teams. And all these teams that are in the postseason right now have earned their spot there and have earned their chance to go for the world title. Okay? They have proven that they are the best teams in their league. And they have proven why they should be there. So each team has an equal chance. It's ridiculous because you can't determine a series on odds. And just because the Dodgers came back and beat the Padres, that makes them the favorites? I don't think so. The Padres fell short, and it happens. But the Dodgers, who had half their pitching staff out for most of the year, Yamamoto was out for about 85 to 90% of the year. They had Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and all of them hurt. And I'm not taking anything away from that team, but you cannot say that they're the favorites to win. That's not how that works. And it's ridiculous that this would be put out, that the Dodgers are the favorites. How do we know that the Yankees couldn't come out and just run through everybody? Because they're starting to get hot now. They're starting to get hot at the right time. They're starting to click. The team is starting to play better. How do they know that the Mets won't run through them? The Mets are getting hot at the right time too. I mean, you can't jump the gun like that. That's a really bad look. If the Dodgers end up losing and whoever wrote that or predicted that they are the favorites, it's a really bad look on them. Each team that goes into the ALCS and NLCS has an equal chance of winning. And to me, you cannot predict who is going to win because of that. So to me, that's ridiculous. And honestly, there should be no odds put on any team this postseason, because that is saying you're sleeping on every other team and that no other team has a chance. And that's not true. That's exactly what that says. That you're saying that the Yankees and the Tigers or the Guardians or the Mets don't stand a chance against the Dodgers. That is not true at all. The Dodgers were almost eliminated, and I know almost doesn't cut it, and it was, wasn't meant to be for the Padres, but the Dodgers did not play well this NLDS. So let's not jump the gun to say that they're the favorites, okay? The Yankees have just as good of a chance as the Dodgers. The Dodgers have just as good of a chance as the Yankees. And the Mets have just as good of a chance as the other AL teams as it is for the Guardians and Tigers over the Mets. So everybody has an equal chance. So let's cut the odds and the favoritisms out, which is what it seems like it is. And let's let the series play out as it's supposed to. And the best teams will be in the World Series. Again, I will post this link in the description below so you can read that article yourself. You guys let me know what you think. I want to get all your opinions on this because I think it's something that is a good discussion topic, and I want to hear your thoughts on it. Until next time, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later.